means putting your hands out to it and making things happen out here. Learn how to work. Do the best you can. And that's how you learn, is you learn by doing. It's not that they didn't want to, it's that they did not know how to work. And they lived a very sad existence. In the traditional teaching of our Dene, one of the things that they want us to be aware of when we're very young and at an early age is the idea of learning how to work non-nish. I just, binge those nish is to say, you will work or you will learn how to work. Non-nish means putting your hands out to it. It is outside of you and making things happen out here that is not attached to you. Non-nish. It is something that is not a part of you. It is something that you have to do to make yourself comfortable. So the teaching that goes along with which is to say, if it's going to be, it is entirely up to you. So the teaching about learning how to work is a part of the traditional teachings and the ways at a very early age. I can only mention my learning experience. When I was very young, I was responsible for bringing in wood from the wood pile, and later on chopping the wood and bringing that wood into the house for heating the hogan or for cooking the food, and later on again bringing in buckets of water for the family, and also to take out my bedding, to pick up my bedding and fold it, or to lay it out on the place where we'd air it out in the outside. All of these things, I was assigned different small jobs and small chores when I was very young, and I had to do it consistently. I had relatives and that always encouraged me in a positive way, but some of them would get impatient with me, and they would say "Dohodina," which means don't take your time, do it this very moment. Dohodina nan is what they would say. And then as I got older and understood that everybody had to work as part of family life, I had grandmothers and grandparents and mothers and fathers that would encourage me to work and to not be putting myself in a position where I wouldn't know how to work. And they would say, shy, which means don't avoid it, or don't take your time at it. Which is to say, don't play dumb at it. Do your best at doing the job. And so it was that I was always encouraged to do the very best I could at the job. And I went out harvesting, and I went out working with the sheep. Working with the sheep was very important. The pepechana is what they used to say. They never said, nankad. And that's what most people say, go herd sheep, which is to chase them here and there, nankad. But me, it was the pepechana. And I understood that later on, to protect the sheep, protect the animals, is what they were telling me. And so that's what I had to learn to do. And at an early age, I went out and tended sheep. And during the time when they were lambing, I would have to be responsible to make sure that all the lambs that were born were brought back to the sheep corral, and that they were protected, and that the mother would not reject them. So there was a lot of responsibility in taking care of the sheep, and all of the learning that I had to do about learning how to work. Non-nish bohos, going to school, that's work. That's getting an education, that's work. And getting a degree, getting a career. All these things are involved with the work. And always the words that were given to me and encouraged me to do the things that I needed to do. The other word, a lot of times people say lazy. That really was not part of the teaching, because I learned out other ways in that to look at the person that was not willing to do a job or work. It's not that they didn't want to, it's that they did not know how to work. So those were words in that were very important to understand. Learn how to work. Do the job. When you do the job, do the best you can. There are people that don't ever learn how to work, and they live a very sad existence. with the lacking the joy, the happiness, the confidence, and the peace. Learning how to work builds a lot of confidence. And with that confidence, you do the job, and then eventually you gain joy, happiness. And with that also, you gain peace in your life. That's the benefits of learning and knowing how to work. You learn to work by actually getting in there and doing what other people are doing. You don't ever sit on the sideline and just watch other people work. You get in there and you get your hands dirty. And that's how you learn, is you learn by doing. And it is in all areas of life. In your spiritual development, in your emotional development, in your mental development, and in your physical development. Everything involves work. Keeping yourself healthy in mind, keeping yourself healthy in spirit, keeping yourself stable and balanced in your emotion. All of that takes work, and it takes effort. And so, is something that is part of the traditional teachings of our people, and those are the things that we are told.